Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You too. What it do, baby? It's your boy Var for 20 Degrees in LA. Here we talk about fragrance, we talk about fitness, and everything from rags to riches, man. I am your host, Var. And today we got a special series going on, man. Today is the first of many episodes, man. Boss up. And the first episode is Match Your Fragrance. I got a special guest in the back with me by the name of Hidden Gems. I'm gonna bring him up here, let him introduce himself. Right about you ready, my guy? Let's get it. No.
What up, my boy? What's good? What's good?
What's up, family?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Been a long, long day, but I
Yes,
had a
sir.
good
Yes, sir.
time.
How you doing?
Man, everything's been good, bro. Just working on the come up. Man, just looking forward to this little chat that we got, man.
What's
I
up,
look
bro?
forward
I'm
to all
ready.
the times we talk about things.
Yes, sir. So, look, y'all. Today, the topic of discussion is boss up, match your fragrance. What do I mean by match your fragrance? All right, I don't know about y'all, man, but this certain fragrances to me have a certain mood behind them, right? They can alter the way you feel, or they can complement the way that you feel. Today we're going to talk about the fragrances that make us feel like a boss, and also the ones that I ain't gonna touch that, man, until it's the right time. So, uh, what do you feel about it, Hidden Gems? What's your take on it, bro?
Hey, man, look. I love fragrances mainly because they are the cherry on top for everything that you present. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Once you get everything intact, the fragrance does kind of change your psyche. You know what I'm saying? It makes it a lot of mine tend to give me a little more confidence in the situation. So I definitely agree with the topic of boss up because there are several fragrances I got, that definitely put me in a mood of prominence, I guess you could say,
yeah, for
making
sure,
it feel
bro.
like we up there.
Yep. So, you guys, we're gonna hold all comments. I think after we talk about, we have 5 fragrances, right? After we talk about each fragrance, then I'm looking at the comment section, see what you guys have going on, see what you guys' center today is, because you should be dropping it right now in the comment section down below, man. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start it off, man, and talk about a fragrance that I find very near and dear to my heart. You guys should not have, you guys shouldn't be surprised by this fragrance, all right? If you know me, you know this fragrance by now. This is Amouage Jubilation 25. I mean, royalty in the bottle. This is Prince Edward III. I don't even know who Prince Edward III is, man. I don't even know if it ever was a Prince Edward III, but damn, if it was a Prince Edward III, man, he'll be wearing this fragrance right here, yo. Like this is gorgeous, man. Whenever we have certain fragrances in our collection, though they might smell amazing, right? Me personally, I don't I don't necessarily wear my fragrances all the time because this is the reason why, right? Amouage Jubilation. This is not a fragrance that I'm going to wear. Like right now, wearing this right here, I wouldn't wear Amouage Jubilation. This is something that whenever I'm going to an event, right? Maybe it's a black tie event, maybe it's a ball, maybe it's a wedding, something of that nature. That's what I'm going to wear. Amouage Jubilation. That's you know what I'm saying. Hence the reason why it's not really a dent in the fragrance. This is my second time owning this, but yeah, man, that's one of those that is my favorite. I think out of all the fragrances that I have, but probably my least warm because it is situational. But we are talking about boss fragrances today, so hey, there you go. Where you at here?
Man, hey, I believe in that. I got the same sin, and we've talked about what it does to my psyche. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, so yeah, I definitely see why you chose that. I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with one that I got. It was hard to find for the longest, and I mean it's a really good line. The brand is really good. But let me go ahead. I think D4G has talked about this as well. But that Bulgari
Mhm.
Man in Black, I'm gonna tell
Oh
you what.
yeah.
Last year, this thing was hard to come by, all right, especially the 100 mil, and I tell you what, the notes on here are beautiful. But what they do is they make me feel like a man. I won't lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Something about rum, tobacco, spices. You know what I'm saying? Similar to that of the jubilation. However, these notes, these spice notes and whatnot, are just a little darker,
Yeah.
a little deeper, I guess you would say. And they kind of take me to a place of being a grown man. You know, I'm already 40, so you know they put me in a 40-year-old setting and a 40-year-old set of mind. And I won't lie to you, man. I mean, between that and the dry down to the leather and woods and the forest, you know, like the little notes, the little wood notes. I'm telling you, Bulgari Man in Black would be definitely one of my top choices as far as boss up scent. So I'm going with that for my first one, man, for sure.
I had that Bulgari Man in Black, bro, for a while. Like that's one of my favorite leather fragrances, bro. Probably all time. Yeah, I love it. You
Already.
already, yeah, for sure, bro. While I got my boy DJ in here, man, I'm gonna let y'all know about my second scent because he is the one that put me onto this one.
All right.
Hey man, he actually the one that sold me this bottle right here. Hey, Vertus Uveni. Listen, what I'm starting to realize is that a common note in fragrances that make me feel like a boss is oud, right? Agarwood. Um, man, y'all, this is a gorgeous, beautiful fragrance, man. Not beautiful in the sense that it can kind of make it can kind of do whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want. If you want to wear this around your woman, she gonna like it too, but it's gonna demand a lot of attention, man, a lot of respect, a lot of power. This is somebody that is in a high class status. You know, this is something that they will wear, man, on a day-to-day basis. Fall and wintertime appropriate. I've not had the chance to really put a dent in this bad boy yet. But yeah, man. Vinny, man, it's gonna get a lot of wear out of me, man. I love it.
Okay. All right. I like that. I've heard a lot of people talk good stuff about that. I mean, Ross, the first person I heard it from was Ross, who said that he got it from Justin Copeland, you know.
Mm.
And then you've got it. I've heard of other people in the chats and whatnot that said they got it and they loved it. I'm looking to get my hands on it. Even Neve went down the Virtus line and he said that it was one of the top performers in the Discovery kit that he had. So I
Okay.
look forward to trying it, man. You know, I've heard nothing but good things about it. And I feel you on that oud, man. That oud, when it's the right blend of oud with a spice or with a vanilla or whatever accord that you may have, man, I'm telling you, it does something to you, man. It does something to
So,
you.
bro.
All right, now what I'm gonna go with on my next one, my second one, I'm sure everybody can talk about this. This is definitely a very common scent. It's very mass appealing and it's one of the best down the line. Now, I myself would give it the number two of the line. However, because I don't have my number one, this is definitely my number one of Dior that I own, and that is Dior Homme Intense.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, man. When I tell you about this, I mean, this is just beautiful. I mean, from the iris, the powdery iris at that, you know, it has the cocoa smell or the cacao. I'm not sure exactly which note, but almost a chocolatey accord. I mean, wearing this just puts you in that same frame of mind, man. I mean, you can't wear this and not feel like you belong wherever you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
Wearing this, I believe it or not, I actually tried to wear this one time with just kind of, you know, just with a t-shirt and some jeans, you know, just trying to see how, and I didn't even feel comfortable with it. After I
Yeah.
sprayed on a couple of sprays, I didn't even feel comfortable. I felt like I wasted it.
Yeah.
I later put it on just a simple button-down polo, some slacks when I went to go teach, and I'm telling you, it fit because as I'm walking through there, you know, you get a air of hey, you're the teacher, you the boss, you know.
Yes. Confidence.
I'm not ready to play no games today.
Yeah.
Look, I'm looking good. I'm looking forward to having a good day. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you know, hey, that's what it did for me, and that's what it does for me every time I wear this. But it does have to be with the right attire, or else I'll just be walking around feeling uncomfortable all day. But definitely for my number two is Dior Homme Intense for sure.
Fire, bro. Fire. You alluded to the way you feel whenever you walk around, right? And
Hmm.
I know me and you speak a lot, you know, off of, you know, YouTube, but uh the triad, bro, you know, CIA, that, you know, Kevin Samuels. I know there's, you know, different acronyms for CIA, you know,
Yeah.
but the one that Kevin Samuels alluded to, you know, confidence, what is it? Confidence,
Intelligence.
intelligence, and assertiveness, right?
Yes.
Bro, I get a sense that whenever we wear these fragrances, that's the feeling that I feel, right?
Yes.
Like I feel confident, I feel intelligent, you know, and I feel assertive. It's crazy the psyche, like the trick that a fragrance can play on your psyche whenever you spray it on.
I'm
It can make
telling
you
you,
feel like you're wearing it, or it can make you feel like it's wearing you. You know,
man. You
you
know.
know, and with certain fragrances, man, in the perfect world, I'll wake up every day and have my hair cut, right?
Right.
In the
Hey.
perfect world, I would never need a haircut. But
Right.
certain fragrances in my collection, bro, I lie to you not. I need to make sure I'm put together when I put that fragrance on, or it's going to wear me. Dior Homme Intense being one of those, man. You can't just
Yes.
walk around lackadaisical, or the fragrance, hey, the fragrance gonna lead and you go follow. You know, that's
Nah,
how it's
for
gonna
sure.
happen.
For
For
sure.
sure, man.
I'm gonna tell you this, like you said, man, you got to be put together. I'm gonna tell you
Yep.
this, and maybe I always stress, look the part, but I always stress, physique too. Your health,
Yes.
your fitness. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be honest with you, you got some heavyweight, big time people. Hey, corporate heads and whatnot that are overweight. But I tell you what, when it comes to a gala, when it comes to work and whatnot, they come in there, and a lot of them do understand the importance. Hey, you may not be the most fit in there, but hey, you will not walk in there wearing a suit, a tie, or a button down or whatever, smelling bad. Even if
Right.
it's something
Right.
simple and just clean and breezy, I'm telling you, you definitely have to add that cherry on top. That cherry on top in certain situations is necessary.
Yes, bro. Yes. Um, you spoke about like, I guess bigger people, making sure that they wear fragrance. And that's an important topic, I want to address as well. Because in a world where I don't want to go off, we're not going off subject, y'all, because like I said, this is all about being a boss, right? Um, what does being a boss mean? While there is a certain perspective on the physical aspect on what a boss is,
Right.
understand something. A boss, first and foremost, comes from within, right? You have to feel that way about yourself, so a bigger person, more times than not, will be in a position of a boss because of how they carry themselves, right? How they talk to people, how they approach people. Just the language, that they speak. It's not all about how you guys look, man. I don't even want to go on that, but fitness is a very important part of it, y'all. That I'm sure that we will address later on in the live. But yeah, bro, Dior Homme Intense. I love that fragrance. Um, my next scent is a scent that you put me on, bro. You put me on this fragrance. Oh,
See what we got.
you already know where I'm headed with it, man.
Man.
Creed Royal Oud. Creed Royal Oud. And man, when you first told me about this fragrance, bro, you already know Creed. This is my first full bottle of Creed that I have in my collection as of right now. I did own the Ventus back in the Gap, right? But
Yeah.
as of right now, bro, this is the only bottle of Creed that I own, and it probably will remain the only bottle of Creed that I own until I find something better, bro. But this right here, yo, you described it perfectly. You said it has like a nice citrus component to it with oud. And I
Yeah.
asked you, like, what kind of oud quality was it, right? Because you have your heavier ouds and you have your lighter ouds. This is definitely a lighter oud quality.
Man.
This is more of a playful oud. The citrus in here does something almost. If you guys have ever smelled Cedrat Boisé, how the citrus note is in Cedrat Boisé, this kind of gives me the same. It's like a Cedrat Boisé. It's not Cedrat. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not Cedrat Boisé, but the citrus component in Cedrat Boisé is very, yeah, it's very similar to this one, man.
No,
Damn,
definitely, definitely.
I want to spray it, but I don't want to spray it. Hold on, I don't. I love this fragrance, man. But who else better to talk about it, bro, than you? What do you get from this fragrance, man?
Man, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Look, if I had it, I don't have it, but I will have it soon. But I'm telling you, that citrus tie-in with the argarwood, with the oud, I'm telling you, and I think what it is really that Sicilian bergamot, or it's a distinct bergamot on top of the
Yes.
lemon. with the lemon. A lot of people think that Sicilian. I mean, I've talked to people and they seem to think that bergamot and lemon are very similar, but honestly, I think it gives it a certain twist because you can tell that it's two different variations of citrus in the scent, along with the woody. I think it may be like, I don't know, like cedar and whatnot. And then I know that towards the dry down, there is a sandalwood because I love the creaminess of the sandalwood. It's just a
Yes.
smooth transition. I think it only has one transition, but bro, when I wore it, I mean, I got a decant from Nordstrom's, and I'm telling you right now, Var, when I wore it, it it changed everything. Man, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
The fact that I could smell it on me, and it was just like when every time I smelt it, it made me stick out my chest a little bit more, stand
Yeah.
up a little bit taller. I mean, they call it royal oud, and that's literally what it reminds me of. You know, working at the Middle Eastern schools and whatnot, I'm around a lot of sheikhs who are prominent in their community and whatnot. And but I'm telling you, it would be one that you would expect a Middle Eastern prince to wear. I'm telling you, it is that smooth. It's that nice. It's a beautiful smell. And as you can see, once I told you about you bought it, and hey, you already told me you have absolutely no regrets. So I'm telling you,
I don't, bro. And you know me, fam. Like I'm not a huge blind buy kind of guy. Uh as of recently, the fragrance that I recently bought, it kind of led me the wrong direction. But I always trust your nose, bro. And
yeah,
yeah, I've been nothing but happy with my purchase, fam. Look, if you guys are just joining in here, I see we have 7 people. First and foremost, hit that like button, man. Support your boys, man. But we are talking about boss fragrances, the fragrances that make you feel like a boss, the fragrances that, what I'm saying, make you stick your chest out a little bit, man. I have hidden gems with me here today as well. We appreciate you guys for spending your time with us. All right, so next up, bro, I have a fragrance also with the oud note to it. Uh, gets compared a lot to what Oud for Greatness, right? By
okay.
Nishio. They
Uh,
are sister houses. You guys already know this fragrance, man. By this point in time, if you watch my channel at all, but I'm talking about Parfums de Marly Hautane. And look, man, the oud note. My gosh, bro. The oud note mixed with that praline, fam,
yeah,
is something to die for.
I love it.
It's something to die for, y'all. This is also one where, like I said earlier, you cannot let this fragrance wear you. You have to wear this fragrance because this fragrance will be the center of attention, no matter what. And if your personality is not matched with this fragrance, do not wear this fragrance, man. If you shy, like this is. I don't think this is the fragrance for you. This is loud. Not loud in a bad way, right? This is not loud in the sense that it's going to be disturbing to other people, but loud in the sense that people will be asking you, what are you wearing? This is a Lauren, y'all. This is not your, designer level fragrance. No, this is something that people are going to smell and it's going to smell different. It is just like, Oud for Greatness, but this does a lot of stuff differently. This is more sweeter. This is easier on your nose. A lot of more, me personally, a lot of people would prefer this more, in my humble opinion, versus a Oud for Greatness, especially if they're trying to transition from that designer realm into the niche style of fragrances. Me being deeply in niche right now, while I appreciate Oud for Greatness from Initio, I can still appreciate the complexity of this fragrance more. This does a lot more with it. And it's just a great all-around fragrance to have, man. You can wear this, nighttime in the spring on a nice, cool night. You can wear this fall time. You can wear this, winter time. Me personally, winter time, I'm wearing a flannel. I got my black ripped jeans. I got my Chelsea boots. I got my, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we suited and we booted. You know what I'm saying, bro? But we gonna show up every single time. I'm not gonna let this fragrance wear me. I'm gonna be the center of attention. And whenever they smell this fragrance on me, they're gonna say, okay, I understand why you wear that fragrance, man. So once again, y'all, that's Parfums de Marly Hautane.
Already. Now I will say this, man. I do like Hautane. It's been over a year. It's been about a year, maybe a little bit more since I've smelt it. But I'm telling you, that Oud for Glory is a good scent if you like the woody. simple,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, like the more masculine. But Haltane with that date smell or with that date scent in there, the date note, it's not strong, but it's strong enough to be noticed, to
Yeah.
just twist it a little bit sweet, just to make it just lightly sweet to a point where it's, for me, being a gourmand lover, I love more sweeter things, at least stuff that has a hint of sweetness. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That date hits just right, where it doesn't take away the masculinity out of the scent, but it does kind of lean it a little more towards unisex, but it still leaves it masculine. It's just a date note, and it leans it a little more. Funny thing is, it leans it a little more Middle Eastern, to be honest with you, because then it smells like several of my other Middle Eastern scents that I got. You know what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
have the leather note on the dry down, but then they have the woody notes and the musk and the oud and whatnot. But then they hit you with something like a little chocolate, a little honey. You know, they hit you with dates or whatnot. I mean, it's a beautiful scent, no lie. I love how it's blended and how they put it in there just so you notice it, but not that it over engulfs anything else that any of the masculine notes that it provides.
You just said something, bro. You said it leans a little bit more Middle Eastern with the sweetness amplified with the dates. I started thinking, bro, not like, bro, Jubilation does that in a way with that honey. And now, like, like they're not the same at all, y'all. I'm not saying that. But what Haltane does in the sense of that sweetness is very similar to what Jubilation 25 does, which makes it an easier going smelling Middle Eastern fragrance. You're not overloaded with the spices, right? And some people, honestly, there is a huge misconception on Middle Eastern fragrances. Uh, Huge misconception that people have, like, it's nothing but spices, and you're gonna smell funky, da 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 da. No, y'all, first and foremost, if you guys do not know, more than half of the fragrances that we get here in the US are originated in, the Middle East. So there goes that. But the level of complexity and the quality of fragrances, most of those spices, herbs, all that, like most of that stuff comes from the Middle East. Very few fragrances are made in the US. Just so you guys know, the fragrances that we love to come and enjoy,
Yeah,
Amouage, like those are Middle Eastern based houses, y'all. And don't be off put by the name of oud,
exactly.
because 9 times out of 10, until you get your nose on something, that's why we encourage the importance of sampling. Until you get your nose on something, you won't know how it smells, y'all. That's the God honest truth.
Yeah, no, you're right about that, man. No lie, no lie. That's on point, man. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead with my third now.
Go ahead, fam.
We've been doing some spicy, you know what I'm saying, some spicy noted fragrances and whatnot. But right now, thinking of boss, I had to bring up one that gave me an air of confidence, but also calmness while I was at the
Mhm.
office, you know. And I remember I got a compliment from one of my students. It was like, that told me, Coach, you smell good. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, man, you smell like. Yeah, he had a backhand. It was a backhand compliment. He gonna tell me I smell like Febreze, but I don't know why he told me I smell like Febreze, but I was just like, okay, I'll run with it. You know what I mean? He was like, no, 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 And then I said, I don't know if I like the Febreze. Then he gonna switch it up and tell me like a Glade plug-in.
Chill, bro.
I was just like, okay, all right, I'm gonna light you up when I get back to class. All right, I'm gonna let you make it for now.
You gotta
But
flame him, bro.
I did get some other compliments. A couple of women that work with me told me that I really smelled nice and fresh, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I was wearing that Prada alone.
Let's go and see it, bro.
I was wearing that Prada alone, my boy.
Yes, sir.
And man, I'm telling you, this right here, I won't lie to you, man. It's such a clean smell, you know. And the thing about it smells clean, but there are little hints of floral in here and whatnot initially. But I tell you what, when he said a Glade plug-in, I thought of the linen scent. You ever gone to the store and used the Glade plugins and whatnot?
Yeah, talking about that the fresh linen. Yeah, I know
Yes,
exactly what you're talking
and
about. Yeah,
that's
bro.
somewhat what it reminds me of, but this one has florals in it with the neroli. I forget some of the other ones that it has in there, but okay, the iris and the violet.
Mm-hmm.
So with those scents, I mean, it's just so clean, and when you smell it on you, it's calming. It's like it brings in a calming nature. So when I'm working, I remember one day it was just like I just sat back and man, look, I like to spray a little bit on the back of my hand, just to enjoy the moment. And man, I tell you what, I was getting stressed out because it was a long day. I had to do some medical billing stuff on top of the schoolwork. And man,
Yeah.
I came back on break and I was just sitting there. I was just like, all right, man, I'm tired, stressed. And I was like, and I just smelled a little bit and I was like, and I just sat there and I was like, took a couple of deep breaths. And I was like, all right, let's get back to work. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
bro,
that's our next video, bro.
For you,
Fragrances
boy,
that make
no
you feel
lie.
some type of way.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
and then
bro.
of course, the biggest thing that I like most about it is the dry down as usual.
Mhm.
Soft amber, soft woods. So all around it's a soft scent. And it's a skin scent after a few hours on me. You know what I mean? In most cases. After maybe about 3 or 4 hours, it becomes a real skin scent, but it's noticeable. It's noticeable. And I'm
Right.
telling you, I really just went throughout the day for about 6 or 7 hours, just smelling the back of my hand or whatnot, and it was a calming feeling that came over me. But it was a calming feeling of you still got ish to do. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Man, we gotta touch bases next time on the fragrances that make us feel some kind of way, bro, because I definitely know exactly what you're talking about. Like sometimes my wife she'll laugh at me. I'll bring her bring her in right now, bro. Like she'll laugh at me sometimes, but like, every day, no lie. I come home from work, I do two things. I do three things. I walk in, I wash my hands, I go give my son a kiss, pick him up, hug him, and I go to this, I go in here and I smell the fragrance.
Don't tell me you in there doing that EQ. What EQ
Nah, man.
say? He said
Hey,
you go in there, you reach over, you grab the fragrance, he said, oh, that's a great scent, and put it back.
hey, bro, you gotta be down with that shit, dog. Hey, we be outside though, but man, that's hey, on a more serious note, that's the beautiful thing about fragrance. You know what I'm saying? Like the way it can make us feel, you know what I'm saying? The way, it kind of shifts our mood, lightens our day up. You know me, bro. Most of my fragrances I can't wear it to the fall and winter time anyway. So I ain't doing nothing right now, but this right here, like, bro, you know how bad I want to wear hair? You know how bad I want to wear hair, bro. This is all I can do right now. You know what I'm saying? So until that time, bro, I guess I am one of them folks, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I got my two last ones, boy. Hey, we in the same book as you. I'm waiting to pull these bad boys out again. You know, we in Texas, so it's hot.
Bro.
It's hot as hell. So
it's too hot, fam.
Unless you spending 2 to 3 hours eating a dinner or whatnot, or on a date, and air conditioned, bro, that thing's you're gonna get outside in this humidity and this 100-degree weather, and it is going to be cowling after maybe about 10 to 15 minutes.
Thanks. And then I feel like with my scent palette, like I'm not really I don't really love summer, you know what I'm saying, spring themed fragrances, right? Like the citruses, bro, I'm not huge on the citrus, you know what I'm saying? So well, everybody, you know what I'm saying, is top 10, you know what I'm saying, springtime fragrance, top 10 summertime fragrance. I'm just sitting in the back like, you know what I'm saying? I got a few, bro, but I don't ever buy nothing that I don't truly enjoy and love. So go ahead, homie.
Yeah, hey, let me show you this, man. I ain't gonna lie. This normally would not be a summer scent, but I'm gonna tell you, Var, you got that Creed Royal Oud, right? I'm gonna get it. I got this one from Paris Corner, bro. Ministry of Oud. That Oud Royal. I bought it because they said that it was a clone. It was a mimic inspired by a Royal Oud. And I'm telling you right now, It's quite similar. I'm not going to give a percentage because it just depends. All right. And I'm not going to sit up here and tell people, hey, 80%. No, no, no. It's similar. It leans in the same direction. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's a citrusy, oudish scent. And man,
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, I wore this when I went to Savannah, Georgia, about a week ago, or a week or so ago.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm telling you, even in the heat, it didn't turn bad. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Still smelled good. It didn't take over. It wasn't running people off. I'm telling you. And so when I get that royal oud, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
spray it on one of these hot days. I'm gonna test it out and see how good it is. Because if this Paris Corner, if this Inspired by did a good job, I'm hoping that it does. Because I definitely want to be able to wear that year round.
I
Year
don't
or
know, bro. I don't know, bro. Like I feel like you still gonna enjoy it more in the fall and winter time.
oh,
Like
most definitely.
I don't know about you, bro, but like I'm one of those types where if it's too hot, I get aggravated. You know what I'm saying? Like I get aggravated, bro. Like if I start sweating, fam, like I'm trying to get home, bro. Like I don't like sweating at all. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't working out. So that might be like also a reason why I don't like wearing I'm not like a huge fan of citrus fragrances and all that stuff. I mean, I can't knock the quality of some of these citrus based fragrances, but me personally, man, outside of a couple fragrances in my collection, my fragrance collection typically leans, more on the fall and winter time.
Yeah.
I bought this year, this Benicio Paragon.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I love this one. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of has a kind of mint quality to it,
Okay.
a kind of mint quality to it.
I haven't smelt it yet. I haven't smelt it yet.
It smells good, bro. And
Okay.
I hope you can get the comparison that I smell because people looking like I'm crazy. But I see like in the opening, bro, like you know how Parfums de Marley Layton kind of gives you that Vicks Vapor Rub kind of smell.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
I
does
just.
something to your nose, right? This does something to your nose in the same similar manner. It doesn't smell like Layton, but it does something similar in the way that it opens up with
Opening. Yeah.
that. Yes, bro. So I don't know, but Paragon, man, Paragon is that boy, bro, for
Okay.
sure,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
definitely have to get my nose on it. I'll probably get a chance to sample it. And I might purchase it, man. I won't lie to you. If it's what you say it is, oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Leaning on man towards my what up D4G? That man said hotter than fish grease. Facts. Um, facts. But yo, leaning on to my last fragrance, bro. Man, dog, you want to talk about a house that has a lot going on for it. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Two Chains. You already know what's up, bro. Hidden Gems. You already know what's up when I say that.
Mm-hmm.
Bond number 9. That's my favorite scent, babe, bro.
Ball number 9.
This one right here. We're gonna put me on full screen real quick. All right, this one right here. Bond number 9. Centerpiece for him. I mean, listen, y'all. Gets compared a lot to Creed Avensis. While I understand the Creed Avensis comparison, it's not Creed Avensis at all. I think we have to stop looking at fragrances and looking at the notes and it says pineapple. Oh, it's another Avensis clone.
Thank
Like,
you.
bro,
Thank you.
like,
My
stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my God.
if I'm on a basketball team and I wear number 23, am I trying to be like Jordan? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, we got to stop doing that, fam. Like,
Yes.
I
Yes.
understand that Creed is like the Jordan of the fragrances, right? Even though it's really not. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan really is the Jordan of the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Creed Avensis has just been hyped for so long in a realm where they were like in my experience, they were the first ones to really be a, a mass pleasing niche. And if we're being honest, man, more men love Creed Avensis than women do. I'm being real with you. It's one of those things, man. In a man's eyes, it's like wearing a, you know what I'm saying, a dog on Patek Philippe watch. You know, like a man gonna notice it, but a woman don't give a damn, bro. 9 times out of 10, she don't know what you got on. You can wear Art Moth Clothing the Way Intense Man limited edition parfum and tell her that it's Creed, and she won't know the difference.
Right.
So in my humble opinion, man, sorry for going off that tangent, but this right here, it does something much more different. I don't know if it's moss in this fragrance, but yo, this is more complex. It's not as citrusy as because like with the Creed Aventus, you know what I'm saying, comparison in mind, it's not as citrusy as Creed Aventus. This is more mature, this is more elegant, this is more grown. I say that all the time because it is like this just does a lot more, man. Yes, while you do have that pineapple over the top, it's not a very loud pineapple. It's more of a over it's more of like an overly ripe pineapple, right? Not too sweet. It's almost ready to toss out. Like this is one of those, man. It's really, really good, y'all. Long story short.
Nah, hey, Var, that centerpiece for him, the thing that I like about it the most, man, I'm looking at it and this is why I wanted to get it. I told you I'm gonna own it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Okay.
purchase it. But it's funny that you say that because what you're smelling is that blend of that bergamot or whatever citrus, bergamot or living, mixed in with that pineapple. So it gives you that twang to it. So it takes away from that sweetness, but at the same time, it blends. But I'm with you on that Creed Aventus comparison. It's not. And I'll be
Right.
honest with you, I fell into the hype and I bought that Creed Aventus. I bought the 1.7 for more hundreds than I should have. And I'm telling you right now, the way it's changed over time. I mean, Neeb did an Aventus
So
Encore, and he put it on the tee when he started talking about how there was a smoky batch and there was a pineapple. Bro, I remember when I sampled one and it had the sweet the pineapple batch. And man, I was like, oh, this is what that is. But I waited a few months when I purchased it off of Fragrance Net, which was at a discount, but it was still overpriced.
yeah.
My boy, man, I got that smoky batch, soft pineapple, smoky. It was so soft on the pineapple that it smelled citrusy. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it was not the scent that I wanted. You know how many times I just sprayed that thing?
Not a lot, bro.
Maybe 20, bro. Sitting here with 20 sprays on a 1.7. I don't know. I'll probably be handing that down to my grandkids.
Hey, bro, that's real. So that brings up the question, right? And this is a great segue into that fragrance that I recently bought. That some fragrance I'm talking about. But
Okay.
I feel like sometimes in the fragrance community, we do get into these price. We start price watching, right? So just because it this because it costs a lot, it must smell good. I recently fell victim to that. Not necessarily though, because I have fragrances that cost more than what I bought, but I looked at the notes, figured it might be something that I love. At first, I did love it, but then to draw it down to something, I was like, you know what? I got fragrances in my collection, bro, that I pay way less for that smell way better than this. Do I want to keep this in my collection?
Right.
It smells good, but is it worth, the 275 that I paid for it? You guys, I bought Bulgari Cobra, right? I think it's from Bulgari's private line. It comes in like a green bottle. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Like I just was not blown away by this fragrance, man. Like it was like, okay, I get it, but I don't get it. I feel like sometimes we smell the fragrance and we don't know what the hell it smelled like. That's what it was doing for me, y'all. It wasn't giving me one specific note that I can follow. It wasn't transitioning down to something that was like, oh, I'm appreciating it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bulgari Cobra, I feel, was just overpriced, bro. So, I mean, price out the equation. It would have still left my collection because I only have a certain amount of spots in my collection for a reason. Because I want to smell like fire every time I leave the house, man. So, long story short, we do look at prices sometimes and feel like, since I'm paying this, you know what I'm saying, this much for a fragrance, it must smell good. And Creed Adventures is a you know what I'm saying, main component of that nature.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. As a matter of fact, I got it also mainly because Kevin Samuels. I was a Kevin Samuels watcher,
Yep.
and every time you look up the king, the king, the king,
King, bro.
and don't get me
RP.
wrong, while it had a great name and it maybe rang, if you had the right batch, it may have been the king. But I tell you what, if you got one of the late batches, Nah, man, it couldn't even suit up for the queen. I'm telling you, I'm not rolling with it, you know. And
Facts.
that's just me. That's just my preference. You know, I'm not knocking anybody who does feel that like it is still. I'm
Hmm.
just saying for me, it definitely was not what I was expecting. You know, especially since I got to sample an earlier batch, which was the pineapple, the fruity batch. All right.
Hmm.
And so when I got the smoky batch, it was just like, what the hell is this? As a matter of fact, I almost sent it back until I got explained. I wore it a few times, and you know, it's still a good scent. It's still honestly, it's still a really good scent. You know what I mean? But again, that crown, that royal crown sultan.
Baton. Hmm.
But I expected something different. And when I smelt this, it's like, okay, I got to get used to it. But once I bought that and I started buying other fragrances, it just wasn't. I started liking the other ones more, so it still wasn't worn enough to get used to it. You know what I mean?
Bro, exactly. And I feel like perfect example right there. I feel like if I spent this amount of money on this fragrance, it should be getting worn a lot. I'm not as nice as all this look, bro. Like I wear my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I don't want to have a bottle up there. You know what I'm saying? Just because it looked good, and in the eyes of other people that are in the fragrances, it might be like, oh, he got Bulgari Cobra. Da da da. If I don't like it, it does not matter to me because at the end of the day, it
Yes.
ain't nothing but a $300. You know what I'm saying? It's like a used car that
No.
nobody drives anymore. It's just sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it costs a lot of money. But yo, you got one more fragrance, bro. You got two more fragrances? How
But
many
I'm,
you got
I'm gonna
left?
talk about this one. All right. Now I'm
No,
gonna
no,
talk.
hey, if you got two, bro, talk about two. My bad.
All right. Well, did you already do your fourth and fifth, or did you?
I, I did five. I thought you. Hey, that's my bad if I skipped over your turn. But if you got
No,
two
no,
more,
no,
bro,
no, no,
talk about
no.
two more.
No, you good. You good. When you did the centerpiece, I thought that was four, so I may be. Well, I'll tell you what.
Mhm.
Look, here's one before I talk about the one that I put on everything. It's one of my favorites. All right. Let me talk
Yeah.
about this one. I got put on this by Darren, the bow tie fragrance guy. All right. And you
Mm.
know what? I sync up with him because I blind bought like probably about 4 or 5 fragrances at one point, and they were all hitters. They all hit. And then that's when I learned that one of my favorite notes was rum, vanilla, and amber. And
Mm.
man, he put me on this. It's the Mask Milan,
Mm.
Mask Milano Tango. So,
I've heard about that a lot.
bro, this right here, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is not a sweet amber fragrance. This is not for those that are weak at heart. This is a deep, dark amber. All right.
Mm.
And when I tell you wear it, you've got to be confident. If not, it will break you. All right.
Yeah.
It's like riding a stag. You know what I'm saying? You go out there and you weak, it's gonna kick you off. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. This right here, when I tell you, it is so good. All right. Now I'm gonna go down this. It has amber, but it has cumin, benzoin, cinnamon, and tonka. But when I tell you it has all of these notes in it, bar. The thing about it is that it's the darker versions. All right. The cumin definitely brings out the darker nature of the notes. All right. Benzoin, you know that's vanilla, so it sweetens it a little bit, but not too much. All right.
Okay.
The thing that makes it so easy to stand is a sandalwood in there because it's creamy. So the benzoin that mimics a soft, sweet vanilla, the sandalwood that also makes it creamy. It makes it easy to wear. All right. Now, when I first wore it, the first time I wore it. I think I went to one of my friends' his anniversary party, and bro, it was tough to stand for the first hour, but then after we got out there, got a few more other scents and whatnot, and it calmed down, bro. I couldn't stop sniffing myself. Again, I put that spray on the back of the hand. I couldn't
Yeah.
stop sniffing that, and then I ain't gonna lie to you, it dries down to a nice woody note. It dries down. Now, don't get me to start lying about the notes and whatnot because I flipped off. But I'm telling you, the dry down is really good as well. But I'm telling you, it is a dark, natured amber fragrance. And although you can sense or you can smell the vanilla,
Mm.
I say vanilla, the benzoin, And although you can smell the sandalwood, bro, it's dark, but it's a beautiful scent. It is one that only grown man can handle. I put it like this: you would definitely want to wear it somewhere where you're going to be around a woman that loves a man.
Okay. Well, I would hope she love it, man. You
Not
know
a
what I'm saying?
guy,
She with me.
not a fella. No, no, no. Not a guy,
Yeah.
not a fella. I'm talking about a man. All right. I'm talking about a cigar smoking man, a Hennessy,
Mm.
a cognac, a whiskey drinking man. I'm
Okay.
talking
You
about a
talking about
man that might have a little bit of a cigar smell to him when he comes in. I'm talking about
yeah.
a man, a grown ass man.
Right. Okay. 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 I gotta smell that fragrance, bro.
Hey,
I gotta
hey,
smell that
I
fragrance.
got you, bro. I got you, man. I got you.
I gotta smell that fragrance. While I'm not hugely in the cigar, you know what I'm saying, realm right now, bro. Once I reach my 30s, trust me, I'm gonna indulge, man. You know what I'm saying, the finer qualities of life. Right now, I'm trying to grind. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get there, bro.
Take your time, bro. Take your time, man.
For
You're
sure,
in no
family.
rush.
For
All
sure,
right, but
family.
let me hit this last one. All right, for
Oh
those
yeah,
that
go ahead, fam.
for those that have been on my Instagram, man, my top scent out there, my favorite purchase out of my favorite house, Parfums de Marley. All right. Now, you said that you've been waiting for a way and a reason to wear that
Here.
hear it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my second favorite out the house. My first favorite is the darker nature that goes along with this Mask of Milano, the darker nature of Hear It, which is Carlisle.
Hey.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, Carlisle, boy, hey, Carlisle is that peacoat in a suit, peacoat in a button down with a tie and a
It's my
blaze
language.
underneath. I'm telling you, bro, it when you smell it, you can, bro. When I smell this,
Mm-hmm.
I almost smell the boots, the Chelsea boots.
Yeah.
I smell the cufflinks on the
Hey,
jacket. You
bro.
know, I smell the tie. You know what I'm saying? I smell the waves in my hair. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
man. You feel? Hey,
What
you know we at
man?
with it, bro. We
What
gonna get there.
I smell the Mary Kay that I had to wash my face with earlier that day. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Hey, Carlisle is that guy for me, man. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, look, I cannot wear this. I swear I cannot wear this and not be cleaned up or looking to impress somebody. You know what I'm
that
saying?
smell like wintertime to me, bro.
Bro, it definitely, but I smell
Yeah.
phony if I'm not dressed up, bro. If I got on jeans and no Chelsea boots and no button down or no polo or something with, and it's got to be jeans with the peacoat on, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like a phony in it. I feel like
I,
a phony.
I feel you, bro. That's why we talking about match your fragrance. You know what I'm saying?
Saying,
Match your fragrance, bro. Like,
hey, if you don't have it,
bro,
get a sample of it. Hey, I'm telling you,
I might end up copying it, bro. I don't know though. We spoke
I
on it.
understand. I understand.
Spoke on it. But yeah, bro. I also want to continue to touch base on match your fragrance, bro.
Yeah,
Like outside the realm of like boss fragrances, right? Any fragrance, period. I feel like fragrances have a personality behind them, right?
for sure.
Like even like Bond Number 9, like New Harlem, right? I cannot wear this with jeans and a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, just you can't. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Maybe you guys might say, you know what I'm saying? I'm just overthinking things. You know, fragrances can be enjoyed whenever, however. While that might be true for you, all right. For me personally, man, my fragrances they match a certain personality that I'm. You know what I'm saying? I have to carry that day. If I'm wearing Bond Number 9, you know, New Harlem has to be with my lady first and foremost. You know,
right,
my wife. It has to be on a date night. You know, it has to be cool outside, nice breeze. You know, late at night. She's gonna be very close to me. You know, maybe we going on a movie date. Maybe we going. You know, I'm taking her on a doggone yacht wine cruise later on this month, something like that. You know, but
yeah,
in a cooler month,
mm-hmm.
this cannot. You're not to me personally. You don't get the full longevity of your fragrances if you don't wear them in the right situation. It's
Man,
not gonna do me no justice wearing, you know, I work in IT, you know what I'm saying? Cybersecurity. It's not gonna do me no justice wearing, Triumph Bacchus, you know what I'm saying, Triumph Bacchus to the office. While it is a great fragrance, I'm not gonna get nothing. I'm not gonna get nothing out of wearing it to the office. You feel what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's definitely a date night. I'm with you, bro, because
Yeah.
there are certain scents for certain things. Remember, I told you that I brought that Gentleman Givenchy Reserve Privé, right? And I was going
Yes.
this as a boss up fragrance, you know?
Mhm.
But
Love that
what
fragrance.
happened? Hey, I told you, man, that is a date night fragrance. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
it's just like one of those scents that, you know what, even though I know I would get compliments from the women at work and whatnot, it's just like I can't wear that in that setting. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I
Facts.
can't wear it in that setting because look, it's a very enticing fragrance. It's one
Mhm.
that I wore it one time to work, and I at my for when I was doing medical billing. No, I'm sorry, when I was teaching, and it brought one of the teachers in, and but she was like, that's my and she came in with it. You know what I'm saying? With the compliment, she came in to smell it, and it's just one of those scents that's kind of endearing. It kind of lures the other person in, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just like, yeah, you get in some trouble at work wearing that,
Right.
especially if everything else is put together. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You get in some trouble. You
It,
get in
bro.
some,
And let's be honest, right? When you go to work, you typically not wearing your best outfit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, though you might be dressed up, yes.
might be dressed up,
Me
yeah.
personally, yes, I do dress up. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Slacks, dress shoes for the most part. Whenever I go to work on most days, right? But I'm never dressed in my best attire. Why?
Right.
Because I am working. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like, it's different from me going on a date. It's different from me going on, me going to a ball, me going to an event that's formal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to wear the same clothes that I wear to work. Although I do work in a corporate setting. Um, you also you get ready for your day differently. You know what I'm saying, bro? You get ready for work and you get ready to go to a formal event, bro. It's two different types of. You know what I'm saying? You taking your time, bro. You got your jazz playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? You got your Maxwell, whatever you playing in the background, bro.
yeah.
Hey, I get ready for work, bro. I wake up, coffee. All right, you go and take a
Hold on,
shower, bro. Get ready.
hold on. We're not gonna run past that. What you know about that Maxwell, man?
Hey, come on, bro. Young man, old soul, my boy. But yeah, bro, like it's a
No,
different feeling whenever you get dressed, man. That fragrances amplify.
for
You
sure.
know, when fragrances are complimenters to the person that you are. So, long story short, man, I think all of these fragrances up here, matter of fact, I don't know where I think with the exception of one, I think I wore Bleecker Street to the office a couple of times because to be honest, I'm not crazy over Bleecker Street and I don't have that many spring and summertime fragrances. And yeah, this is one that I'm just like, hey man, it is what it is. But outside of that, I don't wear any other fragrances up here, at least to the office. Do
No,
you wear do you wear any of and I hate to put a price tag on it, right? But we
yeah,
have to because let's be honest, you're not gonna wear your good shit to the office, bro. You
no.
know, like, do
I ain't
you
gonna
wear
lie.
your
That's
good
why I
shit to
keep
the
some
office?
clones. That's why I keep some inspired buys. I
Hey,
ain't gonna lie to you.
exactly.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wear them Paris corner joints. Like
Hmm.
if it, especially I teach, but I coach. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be doing PE. Sometimes I was doing math and whatnot. So it's like when I was teaching math and physics and all that. Yeah, I'd wear some of my so every once in a while some of my good fragrances. Every
Yeah.
once in a while. Like I wear my lower designer like Givenchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe my Dior Homme,
Hmm.
not the intense, just Homme.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wear some of the more simpler fragrances that may be designer, but my niche, man, please. I'll put it like this. I wore my niche to like. I hate to say this, but funerals,
Yeah.
weddings, special occasions. I got a date night, whether I'm dressed
Yeah.
up or not, but usually I do kind of dress up. May not always be a suit.
Mhm.
I'm talking about yeah. When I'm trying to impress somebody, when I'm at my best, and I want them, and I want to catch them off guard with. I want to check off everything on the list. Looks good, physique good. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This good, hair done, all right, and then boom, smells good. I went on a date a couple of weeks ago with a young lady, and I'm telling you right now, you know what was funny? I didn't even
What's
pull out
that?
the big gun. I didn't even pull out the big gun, bro. I pulled out that Rochas. I pulled
Oh,
out
that
the
Rojas?
bottle of that Rochas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which one?
one of the brands that you would say, oh, that bullshit.
Hey, bro. Off the record, off the record, off the record. Hey, check though. Which one was it, bro?
It
Was
was
it
a
the
green
mustache?
one, man. You got a
Huh?
second? Give me a second. Let me
Yeah,
go
yeah. Go
grab
ahead, homie.
it. Oh, man.
I said that bullshit. Let's see what y'all in the comments, man. Drop y'all center the days. What up, Jeremy? What it do, player? What up, Joel? Yes, sir. We in this thing. Indeed. Indeed. So, Joel. Joel just bought Molinard. Joel, you be coming out with some fragrances, bro. I do not know how to pronounce. Molinard Ginger Center today was Al Haramain Portfolio, Neroli Canvas. Okay. Masoni Wave. Hey man, what it do? What it do? But hey, what fragrance you was talking about, bro? You hear me?
Oh, my bad. We ready. All right. My
Nah, you
bad.
go.
Still dressing. Oh man. Hey, that Rochas Loam, but it's the green bottle.
Never smelled that one before.
Man, hey, I wore it, and I ain't gonna lie, I wore it thick because I wasn't sure how it was gonna smell. But bro, I ain't gonna lie, date was over, and a couple of times, like I had sat by her at one point, and then I sat across from her. But I noticed that she would turn, she would just do that right there, right? And then, so at the end of the night, we were talking outside before she went to her car. I gave her a hug, and she was like, "You smell good." I was like, "Oh, appreciate it." And I was like,
Hey.
I was like, I was like, girl.
Hey, bro. Got him.
Girl, hey, this ain't even my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro. That's the thing, though, fam. Like, bro, I think more men we care about this fragrance game than women do. We being real, bro. Like, fam, like years ago, right? Way back in the gap, bro. I used to hit him with the Calvin Klein one. No cap. The Calvin Klein one, bro, the black bottle. And every time you smell good. I'm like, shit, $15 out of the store, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money to smell good. Everything, bro, most of everything smells good, bro.
No, for sure.
If you want a woman, you know what I'm saying, to say you smell good, I mean, just go buy a Dior Sauvage. I'm not knocking it for that. It's going to do that. But we talk about fragrance appreciation. You know what I'm saying? It's it's levels to this shit, like Meek Mill say. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah bro. She said, hey, got us one.
She said, you smell good. And she leaned in again for another sentence. She was like, what is that? I was like, Rochas. She was like, oh, okay. I said, oh, but hey, I said, I had to give her a compliment too, because I was like, I like what you're wearing too. I was like, what is that? But I've smelled women's cologne, or perfume and whatnot. So I was like, is that Brazilian? She was like, yeah. So I was like,
yeah. She said,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she gave me a couple more hugs and held one. It was like, you do smell good. I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and I hit you with and this that $30 cent. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me pull out that Carlisle. Don't let me pull out that Peacoat and that Carlisle, boy. Hey,
that's what I'm saying, bro. They ain't gonna
wrap you up, and you ain't gonna let go. I'm saying
they ain't gonna know what to do, bro. Furs, my boy. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna know what to do.
In a lot of cases, though, you gotta come with it. You know what I'm saying? There's a checklist for whether or not you're ready for a date. There's always
you have to, bro.
You got to go down the checklist, and if there are certain things that are not done, you shouldn't be putting on no damn fragrance. I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? If you do, it's gonna look awkward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fragrance, you smelling good, but then your hair a mess.
Yep.
You smelling good, but then you ain't brush your teeth. You
ain't brush your teeth.
But then you got on some unironed jeans or unironed clothes or whatnot. It's like, what are we doing here?
Exactly, bro. And I ain't even gonna cap, bro. We in 2023. I ain't ironing nothing. I'm throwing it in the dryer. If you don't knock out my wrinkles, I ain't wearing it.
What he say? What Tyrese say? When he was talking to the dude at the shop or not? He said you just throw it in the dryer and just.
Hey, exactly, bro. Exactly. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Perfect segue into, you know what I'm saying, the closing statements of this live. Yeah, y'all, match your fragrance. You know what I'm saying? Look, confidence, fellas. If y'all are here in this chat, you know, primarily my house, we do, you know, my channel, we do speak to, you know, the fellas. Listen, man, confidence. Please, please, please work on yourselves before you know, experience the world of fragrance. While fragrance can be an amplifier to, you know, your overall personality, um, it should not be the anchor to the man that you are, right?
Right.
Do not rely on fragrance because fragrances do not make you. You make the fragrance. Whenever I walk around wearing Bond and Banan, wearing Parfums de Marley, wearing, you know, Killian, Sultan, you know, Argos, Unique, A Luxury. Whenever I walk around wearing this stuff, that stuff is not wearing me. I'm wearing my fragrance, right? So I say that to say this, man. Do not let the value of your fragrance outvalue the person that you are. Be a stand-up guy. You know, always speak with your head held high. Never second doubt yourself. Never let nobody speak on, you know, speak down on the person that you are, man.
Mhm.
I know this might be something that y'all, you know what I'm saying, not used to, but like I said, you guys, we will be switching up the content. That's me being real with y'all. While we will be talking about fragrances, I'll be talking about fragrances. There'll be a lot of other stuff, man, that will be said and addressed because I have a platform and I do feel the need to make sure that I'm using that for the betterment of not only my culture, but humanity in the whole. So, with that being said, bro, Hidden Gems, anything that you want to bring to the table, my boy?
Yeah, man. Just touching lightly on what you were saying. Fellas. Hey, look. Fragrance is definitely a cherry on top. Like I said, are just things that you got to take care of before you spray on the fragrance, or else it's for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Fragrance is a sword in a fight, but you still need your armor. You still need to
Right.
know how to fight. All right. You still need a sword fitting for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Big and you can't wield it. You know what I mean? But you just I'm just saying, you know, what I'm talking about. And people over there that got that Bocari Tiger. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And all you got are basketball shorts and hoodies.
Yeah, bro. It
You
ain't
know what I'm
gonna work.
saying? You got that Baccarat Rouge 540, and you trying to spray that on with a Nike jumpsuit
It
and some
ain't.
Air Forces.
Yeah. I mean, you know me, bro. I'm all, you know, hey.
Boy, if I catch you in a Nike jumpsuit and some Air Forces,
You ain't, hey,
VR 540,
you
I'm
ain't
gonna be
messing with the
like,
tech fits, bro. You ain't messing with the tech fits. The Nike
look,
Tech.
look. Tech Fit, I mess with. You know I mess with it. I got
Yeah.
one. But Baccarat Rouge 540, bro, come on now. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say no fragrance, but
Yeah.
the Baccarat Rouge,
Okay. I see you coming from.
you know what I'm saying? You talking about a sweet,
Yeah.
you talking about a sweet, kind of spicy, but not really fragrance, and you wearing that with a Nike Tech suit? I'm about to be looking at you kind of like,
All right.
hey,
Yeah.
that's not me. Boy, hey, I never shame anybody for doing their thing,
Mhm.
but I might give you the side eye.
Side eye. Hey, but yeah, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in, y'all, to another episode of, well, the first episode to a series called Boss Up. I'm your boy Var from 20 Degrees in LA. Here we talk about fragrance, we talk about fitness, we talk about rags to riches, man. Without further ado, we will be heading out, Hidden Gems. I appreciate your time, my brother, as always. Until next time, y'all. We out.